What's up, guys? This is the Hawk, and you're watching the Hawk Sports Update right here on YouTube, where I bring you the latest in all of American sports. Today we're talking about the WWE again. I'm normally not too big on Raw reviews, but I wasn't actually planning on doing a Raw review, but after what I just saw, I got to. So this is the Monday night directly following the Royal Rumble. Starts out, John Laurinaitis comes out and starts sucking up to the fans again, trying to save his job. CM Punk comes out and interrupts him. Got a little bit of a promo going on, and John Laurinaitis is like, well, CM Punk, you're going to face Daniel Bryan in a champion versus champion match. Daniel Bryan comes out and starts basically ragging on CM Punk, and CM Punk is like, hey, John Laurinaitis is trying to get in between us, but we don't have to let this match affect our friendship. Let's just go out there, and I'm the best representing Raw, you're the best representing SmackDown, why don't we go out there and give them the best match in the world? And so they ended up getting out of the ring. Funkasaurus had another match again. I don't remember who he fought, but and during that promo, Sheamus came out. Thought maybe he was going to tell the world who he had decided to face at WrestleMania. We hadn't gotten that yet. We did, however, find out the 6 participants in the Raw Elimination Chamber match. Some of the entrants surprised me, some of them didn't. Obviously, CM Punk as the WWE Champion is in this match. Obviously, Sheamus as the Royal Rumble winner is not in this match. So CM Punk is in it. And then you've got The Miz, R-Truth, Kofi Kingston, I don't remember. So much shit happened on Raw tonight, guys. I'll remember that and I'll come back to it. Let's see, Miz, R-Truth, CM Punk, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler, and fucking I don't think it was Orton. I don't remember who the other one was, but so Funkasaurus has a match. He won. He fought fucking, I don't even remember, some nobody. Beat him in like 30 seconds. And then you have in the champion versus champion match. This was actually a really good match. I give this match 5 stars out of 5. Just really answering the call out of everything. And Chris Jericho comes out right in the middle of the match and attacks throws Daniel Bryan to the side, and the match is over at that point. Daniel Bryan got struck by outside interference, therefore Daniel Bryan is the winner by disqualification. He's sitting there going all crazy and shit because he has a victory over CM Punk now. At that point, Jericho gets inside the ring and does a code breaker to CM Punk. So Jericho, I actually predicted this, is a heel. I was afraid they were going to do this. Jericho is not a good heel. Hopefully they can do something to turn him around this time, but I know that his last heel run it wasn't exactly epic, I'll put it that way. Personally, I think it's stupid anyway. He went out as a heel, so why would you have him return as a heel? But whenever he came back and he wouldn't say anything, and then especially whenever he didn't compete in the match that he was supposed to compete in, and then especially at the Royal Rumble when Sheamus won, I had a feeling that if Jericho had won that match that he would stay face, but being that Jericho lost, I pretty much knew at that point that he was going to turn heel. So Jericho is a heel now. The main event, guys, this is the first time ever that I've ever seen, was the Divas Championship match. Eve versus Beth Phoenix. And this match was not entertaining at all. It was about 30 seconds long. I'm pretty sure that this match holds the record for the shortest main event in WWE history. That match wasn't exactly main event caliber, but it was the last match on the card, so technically it is considered the main event. But now, after that match was over, I figured out why they made that the main event. Eve, as soon as the match starts, Eve just starts going crazy. And when Eve comes out, you can see just her face. Just like I pointed out last night in my Royal Rumble review, Eve is a damn good actress. Oh my God. She comes out, she has the face, she did a good job of selling the whole thing, she did a good job of selling the rage, and just fucking going to town on Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix did a good job of selling getting her ass kicked for a second there, and then all of a sudden, just like that, about 15 seconds in, Beth Phoenix turns the tables, doesn't do one move. Beth Phoenix only did one move in this whole match, and it was the Glam Slam. She picks Eve up, Glam Slam, it's done. 1, 2, 3. After the match is over, you hear Kane's music, and we all thought that Kane was gonna maybe come out, but he didn't. Well, he did, but at first he was on the Jumbotron. He was talking to Eve about how John Cena was directly to blame for all of the attacks on Zack Ryder, that it was going to continue happening until John Cena learned to embrace the hate, that he basically felt insulted that John Cena thought that he could actually overlook him and just continue on to WrestleMania versus The Rock. So, in Kane's words, the attacks on Zack Ryder was nothing personal against Zack Ryder. He was trying to stir up John Cena and get him to embrace the hate, and he told Eve that it was going to continue happening until John Cena learned to embrace the hate. And then he goes on to say that he's going to use Eve as a tool to send the message to John Cena. So Kane comes out, and his music hits again, and of course they're showing it on their cameras facing the entrance ramp, and of course Kane's not there. At that point, I knew that he was behind her. Eve turns around. There's Kane right there on the back apron. He gets in. Eve, once again, just perfect acting. She sells the fear perfectly. Tries to do the little crawlback thing. At that point, John Cena comes out and just starts going to town on Kane. John Cena dominated this fight. Good job by Kane selling it. Good job by John Cena selling it. It's a perfect fight, especially for this point in the night. John Cena gets the steel steps. He hits Kane with them. He picks him up again. He's like, "Come on, get up, get up." And Kane gets up again. As soon as Kane makes it to his feet, bam, steel steps again. And John Cena, you could hear John Cena telling Kane that every time he got up, he was going to be there waiting for the steel steps. And just time after time, every time Kane would get to his feet, bam, he'd knock him with the steel steps, and Kane would fall down again. Finally, John Cena's done with that. He throws the steps down. He goes and gets a microphone. Don't remember exactly what he said. Something about that there was going to be a party in there tonight or something like that. He takes the microphone, blasts Kane in the head with it. He takes him and tries to do the AA through the announce table. Kane counters that. He gets off and runs away with his tail between his legs. Kane actually retreated. And there was a smile on the face of John Cena. Very, very similar to the smile that we see Randy Orton get right whenever he's getting ready to punt somebody or do something extremely sadistic. So I think John Cena finally has embraced the hate, or is at least starting to. And then we get to the highlight of the night, John Laurinaitis' job on the line. Triple H comes out. I'm not going to say everything that was said. John Laurinaitis basically said, please don't fire me, I'll do anything to save my job. And Triple H was like, well, why don't you apologize to the WWE Universe? If they accept, then I'll reconsider not firing you. Obviously, they damn near booed John Laurinaitis out of the arena. And he said that Triple H said that when he was running Raw, or when Mr. McMahon was running Raw, the board decided that Mr. McMahon let personal situations cloud his judgment, and he needed to be replaced. And that when he himself, Triple H, was running Raw, the board decided that he was letting personal situations cloud his judgment, and he needed to be replaced. And then he said, and that John Laurinaitis was letting personal situations cloud his judgment, and that he needed to be replaced. And Triple H notified us that the board had reversed their decision and decided that Triple H was no longer clouded by personal judgments, and that he could basically take back over running Raw whenever he wanted to. At that point, he tells John Laurinaitis, I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. And then you hear it. The graveyard fucking bell. Arena goes black. You see the blue smoke. You see the Undertaker. Just looking as inspiring and awesome as ever. Does his little slow walk to the ring that he does. It was the exact opposite of last year. Last year, Undertaker was already here. Triple H was the one that returned. And Triple H was the one that returned. And not a word was said. They both just looked at the WrestleMania sign, and we all pretty much knew. Basically, the same thing happened tonight with one minor difference. If you think back to Triple H's return last year, you knew that the match was going to happen. He did the handshake thing where he shakes his hand and then yanks him in, and they lock eyes, and he's got that fucking look on his face. And that didn't exactly happen tonight. Undertaker makes his return, doesn't say a word, just looks straight at the WrestleMania sign. Triple H never turns around and looks at it. He's just got his eyes locked on the Undertaker. And after about 3 minutes of that, about 3 minutes of dead silence, no music, no nothing, just them standing in the ring, Undertaker staring at the WrestleMania sign, Triple H staring at the Undertaker. Undertaker does his cutthroat thing. And at that point, Triple H just kind of very nonchalantly pats the Undertaker on the shoulder and gets out the ring. Maybe that was Triple H signifying that he would like to actually run this company now and retire from in-ring competition. Maybe it's mind games. I really don't know. Me personally, I think that the rematch will happen because of everything that happened last year. Just like the Shawn Michaels ended up getting his rematch. I think that the rematch between Triple H and Undertaker will happen. But I want to know what you guys think. That's how Raw ended. So just a quick review. John Cena was finally able to embrace the hate. Chris Jericho turns heel. John Laurinaitis is terminated. Triple H is back in charge of Raw, and The Undertaker returned. So, I want to know what you guys think. Drop me up a comment down there. Let me know what you think about this video. Be sure and like this video. Be sure and rate this video. If you like the content, R-Dog, shout out to you. You're my first subscriber. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I did subscribe to you back, so thank you, buddy. I will keep you in mind whenever I make my future videos. My very first subscriber, so thank you to you. So like I said, if you like the content, hit that button right there, and I will sub you back just like I did to R-Dog. That's my deal. You sub me, and I will sub you and see what you got. So hit me up on Facebook, nighthawk982@gmail.com. Hit me up on Moco Space if you have one. It's the same address. Or like I said, you can just post a comment right here. And if you have any questions about anything, WWE, NFL, anything like that, hit me up somewhere, and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability. But what a Raw, guys. Undertaker came back. John Laurinaitis no longer in charge. And Jericho was a heel, so damn. I think that they're doing a good job in going back to the Attitude Era. I started kind of sensing that towards the late phases of last year, and I think that they're doing a good job getting back to that. They're starting to be more unpredictable now. I really didn't see Jericho becoming heel until he lost the Rumble last night. When he lost the Rumble last night, I pretty much knew. And at the same time, I didn't see Sheamus winning the Rumble. There was all that hype about Jericho coming back and taking back what was his. I thought for sure that Jericho was going to be the one to win the Rumble, but WWE doing something that they haven't been too good at as of late, being unpredictable. Sheamus wins the Rumble, Jericho turns heel, and The Undertaker comes back on a Raw. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think. Drop me a comment, like this video, rate it, subscribe, hit me up on Facebook, all that good stuff. And R-Dog, once again, shout out to you. Thanks for subscribing to me. Anyway, that's about all I got. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to get out of here. This is the Hawk. Peace.